Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today and your willingness to hear me. My name is Amberlyn Boyder. My pronouns are she, her. I am a mom to a beautiful young child of color. Her future brings me here today. See, when she enters public school, she will be marginalized for multiple reasons. She is adopted. She has Black ancestors. She has two moms, and one of those moms is a trans woman. And whether or not you believe this or not, those last 2 points are not a belief or an ideology or sexually explicit material. They are facts of her life. So as time is precious, please bear with me as I quickly state the issues I perceive with these bills. I'm happy to address any questions after my testimony. These bills, due to their broadness, can misdefine critical race theory. They can misuse religious freedom. They can inhibit the teaching of American exceptionalism. They can invoke thought policing. They can violate First Amendment rights and destroy critical thinking skills. Perhaps most ironic of all is that they will serve to do exactly what they claim to prevent, which is make individuals feel discomfort, guilt, anguish, or other psychological distress. They prohibit discussion. They cut current events from schools, which was an elective class in my day. They governmentally control journalism classes. They may as well be written to say we are afraid of children having independent thoughts. They make no effort to hide that they aim to control and curate exactly which truths are taught to our children or supported by nonprofits or businesses. They label systemic racism or non-binary gender identity as beliefs instead of demonstrable facts, such as my non-binary friend who's sitting here behind me, who, like me and countless others, had to wait far too many years to express themselves in a way which did not make them feel discomfort, guilt, anguish, shame, or other psychological distress. And I am also in a unique position where I do fully understand the difference between being a visible member of a minority versus living as a straight white man. Speaking from my own experience, the effect of shedding that massive amount of privilege was shocking. While I am my happiest, it has cost me my safety because we have no hate crime laws. Coworkers treat me worse because there are no discrimination laws. And I am objectified and subjected to inappropriate comments and sneers because we don't require sensitivity training to discuss differing family structures in schools, such as the one that my daughter is a part of. So to have these experiences and hear my legislators lie to me, saying that there is no such thing as systemic oppression, forgive me if I resonate with my siblings in the minority and get a little angry. If a group of people are telling you that they're being treated unfairly, listen to them. Your experience is not mine, and our children are not our property. They are autonomous human beings, and they deserve to be fully informed so that they can make their own decisions as they reach adulthood. I wish the sponsors of these bills across the country would stop poorly misusing the shield of religious freedom and free speech to hide their hate, fear, and misunderstanding. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amberlyn. Questions? If not, thank you. And I know you have been waiting a long time too, so I appreciate both of you being here. Oh, hold on. Henderson Myers, Representative Henderson Myers has a question, if you will take it.
Thank you.
Representative Henderson Myers.
Thank you so much for coming, and I'm from Spartanburg County, I guess you know. Mm-hmm. But I had a question on you. There was something that you said that sparked an inquiry in me, and,
Sure.
and that is you talked about experiencing hate and discrimination and that
Yes,
kind of thing. Do you think that if we were to pass something like this, these bills, if that would escalate in the LGBTQ population?
My concern is that most of these bills have language which speaks to discussion or adoption of ideas or things like that. They use very broad terminology. And the result of that, as someone who works in software development, I fully understand that no matter what your intent is, when you write something, be that computer code, a bill, anything like that, the end user will always find a way to misuse that. And that is my greatest fear with these bills. And I believe when my daughter reaches school age and she's in school, the only thing she's going to know is her parentage. She's going to be certainly taught to respect and love everyone of any family configuration. Absolutely. But these bills prohibiting the discussion of her family, the only thing that she knows, I absolutely believe can subject her to violence, discrimination, much like I have seen, and perhaps it could escalate.
And is there a problem, or do you think that there would be a problem, or it would escalate a problem of understand that I've been told by some people, I'm not sure, but I'd like to ask you, do you think it would be, it would increase maybe suicide rates or depression or?
So I work with an organization that helps give LGBT youth safe spaces to express themselves, exchange ideas, develop friendships, and things like that. And just this past week, we had a child, due to not being in a supportive environment in the 11 to 14-year-old range, have a suicide attempt, specifically stating because of lack of support, not from their parents, but from their community.
Thank you.